Hey there, Pisces. This is Chronic Joy Tarot. Welcome back. Welcome me back. Sorry I went dark there for a while. It's just incredibly crazy, and I can't keep singing that I'm So Busy song without sounding like a broken record, but truly I am. I always want to try and make time for the readings every month, and in October I just really couldn't. I could not get a break. But here I am for the current energies and ready to follow the guidance here together using the Zen deck, Zen Tarot deck as our primary guide. And then I pulled an oracle card from the Ascended Masters deck to give us a theme to focus on. And here's that deck. It's called the Ascended Masters. It's one of my go-tos. And for you at this time, Pisces, I pulled this card, Health and Healing. So I'm taking this as kind of mind-body health. The not so much spiritual, but mind and body itself. The health that shows up here as humans, right? Our spiritual health is kind of our own individual practice, but our mental and physical health we can really work on in grounded reality or whatever. And I'm feeling that for you, Pisces, and I'm not sure, we'll see what the cards say, but I'm feeling that this is either you are feeling that your healing processes are going well, as far as maybe your mental well-being or your physicality, or that you're considering shifting into a healing field. Maybe not one big quick career change, but maybe allowing some study and practice. Whether it's a better eating plan, helping others, teach others, better nutrition, or working out, or something along those lines. Mindfulness for the mental health, something along those lines. I'm feeling that you're either practicing that for yourself and or exploring whether you can share your knowledge with others, okay? And if this has nothing to do with where you're at right now, that's fine. This is a general reading, and quite frankly, you can, move around to other readings on my channel and find whatever you're drawn to and go with that. But these, the way that I read, it's usually about your soul's growth, and focusing on any certain aspect at any given time can help, the whole picture. It can help your entire growth. So that's what we've got. The spread that I've got here for the Zen cards is a spread I made up called The Tree. And we have a starting point here, internal and external energies. Internal energies are always on the left, the sort of receptive feminine side, and the external energies or action-based energies are on the right. And then going up the middle, we have, forward progress. Okay, so starting point for you Pisces here is patience. Look at this. I mean, this is the practice. Yeah, we have maybe health challenges, right? And as we age, we get more, here and there. The thing to remember is the long game, and have patience and allow for, even if it's a condition that's challenging you, allow for it to unfold, allow it time to heal, and maybe look into, I don't know, I'm just going to guess and say you went walking one day, this is just an example, and you hurt your ankle, right? So instead of going out and right away trying to strengthen that ankle and getting on it and doing, leg lifts or whatever, getting on your toes and trying to strengthen it, it's more of an energy just to allow it to be. Allow that ankle to be compromised for a time. Pamper it, rest it, elevate it. Trust that it will heal itself, if it's a minor injury. And this is the kind of energy that we want in our healing, in the practice of healing, is that patience. Looking closer, we look at the phases of the moon, or the woman, the pregnant woman awaiting her child. It will happen in the time it is meant to happen, right? And we cannot force that moon to go full right away from crescent to full. It's got to play it out, right? We have to allow for the processes and the energies of life to support us. We have to allow that time. And so this is where I'm finding is your starting point. Perhaps you've just been forced to practice some patience. Maybe there are things that in your mind should have happened faster, and you're having to learn, the healthiest mind is the one that is in the present moment, right? And not jumping ahead too far, and not, hanging out too much in the past, right? It's this moment now is the perfection. And this is all kind of tied in with your overall well-being, even given the specific guidance of this health and healing card, okay? Okay, so internally, the energy that supports this need for patience and sort of in this moment energy is guidance. Yeah. So inner guidance. Going within is like my favorite. It's my favorite go-to solution to almost anything. Being able to really tap into what's within you in your internal alignment, and what your internal sort of GPS says, being able to really tap into that at any moment, especially in moments of stress, is a beautiful thing to develop. It's your, like I said, your own GPS. So let's just say you are considering studying healing modalities, whether they be massage or Reiki or reflexology or more mindfulness meditation, whatever. You won't learn it all at once. Begin practicing it day to day, and trust what your inner guide says as far as, next steps, and when to take action and when to make a shift. Whether this is practice for your own being or practice that you're sharing with others and helping to guide others as well. It's all a matter of kind of slowing down and allowing this moment to be, so that the next moment becomes very clear. Okay? The external energy here is morality. So in your real world, some of this desire you may be having to seek more gentle ways to address your overall health may show up to others as being kind of out there, like, oh, that's wrong, that's not okay. This is an external sort of real world energy, and the morality card kind of makes us feel as if there are only certain ways to go about things. It's more of a rigid set of circumstances. This is right, that's wrong. This is best, that's worst. Everything's black and white, and that really isn't truly the spirit of these two cards, right? So this external energy may show up in contrast to what you're really feeling inside. So I would say acknowledge that, but you don't buy into it too much, right? It's the more power is within you as far as what to do about your health and healing. Okay. Like I said, I'm feeling already that there's some of you that are either resistant to this message or feeling like, yeah, this has nothing to do with me. I don't know why I never get this feeling. I usually think, most of you are going to get it. I'm feeling that there's going to be some of you that don't want to that just think, oh, I have no interest in this, right? And that's okay. That's fine. This is, like I said, very general reading, and timing may not be right for you. But as a whole, the idea of a healing practice and a wellness practice for yourself is always a good thing, right? And so put it in your back pocket if it's not resonating right now, and pull it out at another time. But it's always a good practice. And sometimes when we begin new ideas or alternative ways of doing things, we do get backlash from outer sources and real world kind of trying to mirror back at us how wrong we are for making that choice or whatever. But like even within the world of tarot, for every individual reader, there are that many styles of reading, right? And mine is mine. It just is. It comes from my own intuition. The cards are my guide and my tool, but the intuition is the way I express myself is mine, right? So for, in that light, the way you tend to your mind-body wellness is yours. It's yours, right? These are just sort of outlines to give you an idea of how. I'm really feeling there's a big faction of you guys who will want to create a sub-career or a second career, a rising, career in the field of healing arts. So if it's you, then this reading's for you. Okay, so moving forward, the energy that you kind of want to ground yourself in before getting to the next level and shifting is this understanding. So I like this on the heels of the morality card because this card, the morality, gives us a sense that it's us and them. There's a right and wrong, and the way things are seen compared to the way you're guided from within are in contrast. But it's not true, really. It's just other perspectives. And if you allow space for all those perspectives, allow room for that understanding, like these doves, the bars are there separating him or this one bird from the rest. But if you look closer, they begin to fade. It's really an illusion. There is nothing separating you from your goals or you from your alternative ideas, or there's nothing keeping you from really exploring, your mental and physical well-being and getting it to its optimum. There's nothing that's really stopping you from that. If others think it's kooky and weird that you practice Reiki or that you see a Reiki practitioner, then that's what they think. But for you, where you put your focus and where you put your energy, that's where your life will flow toward. So, if it's an individual thing. Okay, next level here is mastering this fact and this balance of internally, I know I'm beginning to know more intuitively what's best for me, and perhaps you have mental overload and your work and your day during the day is way too busy, or you're if you're a parent and it just gets too much and you're believe me, I'm a parent and my mind gets so full and cluttered and sometimes can't think straight what to do next, right? It takes that pulling off the road and tuning in to what your guide says. Like I said, for every individual, it's different, okay? So your next steps after mastering this fact that my internal guide and what others expect of me may be in contrast. However, it's all for the better good, and I will come to that understanding that even though others disagree with me, it's probably either because they're fearful or that they just haven't had a chance to hear me out all the way. And I'm going to continue down my path. I'm going to continue to seek out maybe a career in healing or seek out other ways to optimize my own physical and mental health. Being able to come to terms with these energies brings you to this place here, which is beautiful. I love this outcome. Oh yeah, I love this. Okay. So what we have here is, where you will be centered, and then your internal and external energies, and then the basic overall insight into the reading. And next level, where you'll find yourself, is really as a result of this tuning into your inner guidance energy. You will find yourself in a very, very present, in this very moment, awareness and willingness to kind of slow it all down, which right away is best for your mental health anyway, right? This figure is in the forest and engaging with the tree, but literally with the tree. The tree's embracing her. She's embracing the tree herself. The leaves are falling. She watches, listens, and can probably also sense, autumn is near by the smell. Just all the senses are active in this moment, experiencing life. Right away, this gives me a feeling that, that it has a healing quality, especially to mental energies. Just be and breathe it in, right? This is what you're aspiring to. And I love how it's grounded by the patient card too. Internally, you'll begin to feel this big time. You'll feel this richness of life and this kind of, I feel so good. I feel like I can do anything. Energy that bubbles up within you. You may want to share it with others. And that's where I love how this Lover's card comes in the external position, because it's reminding me of true compassion that you bestow upon others. So this, the ideas that come to you as a result of tending to your own well-being become ideas that you can share with others, and perhaps help, even if it's just help one other person in these methods. The result is correct. The result is perfect, right? The result is great. This card in this position and this reading talks to me about compassion, and how leading from your heart and leading from what you truly know feels best for you can benefit others. Okay. And then the overall energy of this reading is ripeness. So the time is right. Even if, like I said in the beginning, some of you are feeling like, what? Like this isn't what I wanted to hear about today or whatever. It is the right time for many of you to focus on your mental and physical well-being. A lot of times we allow external influences, such as news or social media or things we learn at work, and the way we communicate with others at work, whatever. We allow those external influences to influence our own well-being. And that is what kind of the overall message is here. Though you need to create distance between yourself, who you truly know you are, and who you are fully aligned within. Create distance between that centered beingness and what's going on in the world, because what's going on in the world is always going to be going on. And as much as, there's a time to engage and get in the fire and be in there and push and be in it, there are also times that are just as important of creating distance from it and sort of shoring up your own alignment and really knowing what's best for you, right? Physically and mentally, knowing what's best for you, and then really gaining that knowledge and being able to share it with others is kind of the bonus here in this spread. Okay, I really love the way this reading came out. I may want to put some of this into practice myself, even though I'm not. I actually have a Pisces moon, so maybe I will. My moon is in Pisces. Actually, me and both of my daughters have. My daughter, I'm a Leo fire sign. They are both. I have twins. They're Sagittarius fire. So we have a lot of fire in the house, and I'm a single mom, so it's just us three girls. And then all three of us have our moon in Pisces, which I love. It's kind of like this underlying knowledge or acknowledgement of one another that we get each other, you know. It's kind of a nice mixture. Well, the fire, on the other hand, that gets crazy sometimes. But I can always appeal to, you know, their inner being and they to mine. So it's really great. I love you guys, Pisces. You're on track here. If you follow some of this guidance, I hope to hear from you and hear if it's benefiting you, or if it's sparked any ideas that are, you know, maybe off the beaten track for a new road to wellness for you or for others. I love it. Okay. I hope you guys have a great month. I will talk to you very soon. Okay. Love you. Bye.